Welcome in, everybody. This is the Red, White, and Bills pregame show. Super stoked to talk about this game. I cannot wait to get into it. Got to have my blueberry Red Bull, of course. And I got my new Deion Dawkins jersey. Took 30 days to come in after you pay for 37-day shipping. Go figure. Let's get right into it. Talk about some Bills, baby. Let's go. Unfortunately, we suffered 2 injuries between last game and this week in practice. John Feliciano, our left guard, Jordan Poyer, our starting safety, will be out Sunday, unfortunately. But with them being out, it brings a new opportunity for backups to come in and show what they can really do on the football field. Let's talk about Jordan Poyer's replacement first. We got 2 options floating around. You got 4th-year player Jaquan Johnson, who's on the last year of his rookie deal, and you got our rookie Damar Hamlin. I've seen both of them play in the preseason, and of course, Jaquan in the last 4 years. I don't know much about Damar Hamlin from his college days, but from what I've seen, I know he really wants to be out there. He can really play. He's quick. He always wants to be near the ball. And Jaquan's a special teams guy for us who's been excellent. And last game against the Washington football team, he really laid a hit on Tyler Heineke. And you could just show that he really wants to be out there and wants to showcase his talents. So I'm going to lean with Jaquan Johnson, mainly because since this is last year, the Bills want to see what they have in him besides special teams, to see if they want to sign him a new deal or let him walk. And if he walks, I'm sure he would like to have some tape for other teams to look at so he can sign a new deal. Whatever happens, I wish him the best, but I think he's going to be playing this Sunday. If not starting, he'll be in there a little bit at least, switching out with Hamlin. And then when you go to John Feliciano's replacement, the guy that usually go to is Ike Bucker. He's usually that 6th lineman off the bench, whether someone gets injured during the game or if someone's shoe falls off and they have to come out for a play. He's that guy that always rotates in. They really like Ike, and from what I've seen of him, of course, he had his bad plays, but for the most part, he's been producing really well for our team. But another option that could be on the table, we got our rookie right tackle, Spencer Brown, and people are wondering, maybe we can push Darrell Williams to guard and then put Spencer out at right tackle where he's most comfortable in the tackle position and then see how that works. I'm interested to see what they really do. I think they'll go with Ike, though, for the consistency aspect of it all. But that's just me. But we'll see. Super excited to see what they decide. Now this week I'm going to go starting with the Texans first. I'm going to go into the Bills, key players, matchups, etc. Number 1 you got to look out for in the Texans is Brandon Cooks, who's had multiple 1,000 reception yard seasons. He's an asset to any team he goes on. He's the number 1 guy in Texas right now, in Houston, And with a rookie quarterback making a second start, I have a feeling he's going to lean even more heavily on him than, say, Tyrod Taylor would if he was still the quarterback. But again, he's a monster. He's 3rd in the NFL right now with 322 receiving yards. And he's looking to add to that. But he's going to be up against Trey White. We'll talk about that a little bit later. And when you go to defense, you got Whitney Merciless. Just his name, he just sounds like a terror, Merciless, But right now, last year he was 2nd on the team in sacks with 4. And right now he's already got 2. He's always the guy you got to look out for. Looking for Deion Dawkins, of course. And Darrell Williams, or whoever's at right tackle to have a great game, to kind of neutralize at least. You got ex-Bill coming back, Andre Roberts, all-pro returner. This guy is absolutely amazing. He had some really huge returns for us, and he's so aggressive in the return. You could kick a ball to the very back of the end zone. There's no room left, and everyone's like, he's not going to go. He's not going to return it. And he'll return it, and he'll catch you off your toes. So that's another guy really got to look out for, who can start, like I always say, you got to start the game with a punch in the mouth. He's someone that can do that on the kickoff or punt return whenever later in the game there's a punt. But our special teams, it's going to have a lot, their work cut out for him with him. Now when we get into the Bills, for those of you that know, in 2019, we played the Houston Texans in the wild card game. Some controversial play calls that ultimately ended in us losing, and we also didn't play our very best. I'm not going to blame it all on the officiating because it's not what it is. So this is somewhat of a revenge tour for us. Although after that game, both of our franchises kind of went in different directions. But I'm sure the guys just want to get out there and they remember that game. They're never going to forget that. One thing I'm also looking for is for the O-line to keep upward spiral. They've been doing fantastic since week 1. I know they had a lot on their plate week 1, but each week they've shown consistency and growth. And last week with the Washington football team, with that elite front 4 defensive line, they handled their own, didn't let up 1 sack. I'm confident that these guys are back on track and they're going to keep trending upwards. Another thing you got to look into, I want the Bills defense to get to Davis Mills quickly and often. And Leslie Frazier are really good at drawing up schemes and plays that really rattle rookie quarterbacks. So the defensive line's mouths are going to be salivating, so eager to get to him, try to force a turnover, gets a lot of pressure, gets some sacks. It's going to be a great day for this game. The Texans' strong point is their linebacking core. And I know last week I said I want to see the short game with Cole Beasley and Emmanuel Sanders get fired up. So this week is sort of similar for me because they play a lot of cover 2. They don't want to give up the deep ball, but they have really strong linebackers. So I'm looking for a lot of short passes, curls, short outs, passes in the flat, screen passes. Keep feeding Cole Beasley, get into a rhythm, Emmanuel Sanders. And there's not going to be a lot of times you can quiet Diggs, so he's going to be back out there ready to go. He's waiting for his explosive game. He's been really good this year, but he knows he hasn't had his big game yet like he did last year. So I'm looking for that a lot too. And I'm going to go into my impact players for the Buffalo Bills. Of course, I'm going to start with Stephon Diggs. He's, of course, our number 1 receiver, but last week Cole Beasley had more targets, more receptions, more yards. And, of course, it's because they're bracketing Stephon Diggs and they don't want to give up the pass to him because they know what he can create. So they're like, oh, we'll give you Cole Beasley and we'll contain Diggs, and that's what we'll worry about. But that can't happen like that every game. So I think Diggs is going to have a monster game. I'm saying somewhere upwards of 12, 13 receptions, 140 yards, and 2-3 touchdowns. It's just in him. He's a dog. He's one of the best in the game for a reason. And I want our running backs, starting with Zach Moss, Devin Singletary. I don't want to see Josh Allen run too much anymore. I know he can make a lot of things happen with his feet, but the design runs, I don't want any design runs for him. Those ones where he creates a play on his own, that's Josh Allen. That's what he does. But I want the running backs to start the game off, pounding the rock, beating down those linebackers. Then you get play action opened up, and that's where Josh thrives, play action also. So I want to see that happen. And then, of course, Trey White. He's going to have the big assignment of being on Brandon Cooks. And Trey White's a top 3 corner in the league. So I'm sure he's really awaiting this matchup. Brandon Cooks is going to have a tough assignment this week. So I think Trey's going to, of course, be around the ball. He's a ball hawk. And with the pressure the defensive line is going to be bringing, I got a good feeling that I'm going to say Trey gets about 2 picks. I know it's a hot take because getting 1 pick is really hard, but I think they're going to be getting to Mills a lot. He's going to throw a lot of balls around, and Trey's really good at reading everything, and I think he's going to get a couple interceptions. And I'm not going to say pick 6. A lot of people are saying pick 6, but I'll just be happy with 2 picks. That'd be great for him. Again, guys, thank you so much for all the support and love. This has been a dream come true. I love making these videos. I love talking Buffalo. I'm going to go live here, maybe next week or the week after. And just keep looking for videos. I'm going to keep posting as much as I can throughout the week. And if you got any questions, you would find me. All my links will be in the description. Thank you guys for everything. And remember, go Bills.